Today we're going to look at how we can utilise the search comparables features on the Serviced Accommodation dashboard in order to find up to 25 comparable properties in order to carry out research and understand what your nearest competitors are achieving in their last 12 months revenue, occupancy, ADR, and then to filter down those comparables and go even deeper and look at those individual listings to see what reviews, host, amenities, picture type, all of the best performers are utilising, and see how we can either improve our current strategy or plan for the future and a future purchase or acquisition in the market. So first thing you want to do is you want to go to the dashboard section, and then you want to go to the very last tab within the dashboard, which is search comparables. And then within here you'll get this Glasgow location as a default location. Within there you can then search for any location in the UK and then select it from the drop down. Select your number of beds, number of baths of the property, and the total number of guests that can be housed within the property. And then press search, and then what you'll get is you'll then get data brought back to you in 3 different formats. So you'll get 25 properties, and those 25 properties are split across the property listings at the bottom, which give an overview of the property performance. You'll also get a map, which will allow you to view where the properties are located, and these numbers then relate to the listings at the bottom. And you can hover over these to see the property card, and then also you can see a distributed plots based upon the average daily rate, the occupancy, and the revenue. And again, you can hover over these property cards and see what properties are have the highest ADR, etc. One thing to note on the revenue is that this revenue is based on the property's core revenue. So if a property is only on the market for 100 days, which is maybe a third of the year, then it might have low revenue, although it might still have within that 100 days a high ADR and a high occupancy. So that's just something to note when evaluating average revenue. So after making a search, the first thing we'd all suggest doing is looking through 25 properties at the bottom. Once you've had a look at where the properties are located on the map and had a look at distribution, and you want to filter these down and select 5 or 6 of these properties that are most like the property that you're evaluating. So you want to evaluate the property from a number of points. You want to evaluate it from its internal condition, its amenities, its location, its number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, and total guests. Now what our algorithm will do is it will provide you with 25 most comparable properties based on a ranking of bedrooms, baths, guests, and location. So essentially what you'll get is you'll get 25 of the closest, most relevant properties to what you've entered. And then from there, it's always good practice to select out of that 25, 3 to 6 properties that are most like the properties that you're looking to evaluate. And then from there, by clicking the link button, the wee link icon here, that will then take you directly to the Airbnb listing. And from there, you can then look in more detail at the pictures, the amenities, the reviews, the type of host, if there's minimum stay requirements, etc., to get a better understanding of the performance indicators behind the numbers. So it's all well and good looking at the numbers in these cards and evaluating what potential your property could have, but it's also imperative to understand what actually is driving those bad performance. Is it low minimum stay requirements? Is it, for example, within the reviews you can normally pick up certain amenities or locational benefits that are driving that, whether it's close to a certain theatre, or it has lots of restaurants and shops, a short walkway, or it's near a tube station, etc. So the reviews are always a valuable piece of information to get further details. And as well, one thing you should always remember, especially with short-term rental accommodation, is the pictures are incredibly important, and they also very much impact the performance of any property, as Airbnb and Vrbo are very visual when a customer is making a purchase decision. So to round up, what we've done here is we've gone in, we've searched for a specific address, we've filtered down to the property we're looking to evaluate, we've had a look at the ranges of ADR, occupancy and revenue, we then evaluated where they're all situated on the map, and then we've gone down further and looked at some of the properties that are on the market. We can look at the revenues and see what revenue is available and what people are achieving, as well as ADRs and occupancies. As well, one thing to note when looking at the property listings is the days available statistics. So days available mentions the number of days that property is available to be booked in the last 12 months. So if we take this first card, for example, the 54% occupancy is the property being occupied for 54% of those 112 available days, not 54% of the whole year. So that's just something to bear in mind when looking at specific comparables and properties.